All right, here we are about to go live. I don't know why my icon is not showing up here tonight. That's really weird, but yeah, let's see what happens here. There it is. Perfect. Just bear with me here, guys. Get this show on the road. Welcome everybody to episode 1 of Goofing with Newf. It's been a while. It's been a long requested podcast. I'm excited to get this going. Hopefully, I can live up to expectations, keep the no chills coming, and all that good stuff. So, what is up, everybody? Spider-Man 356, Cedric H, Darth Vicious, Space Cat, Primal Eve. What is happening, everybody? Hang on to your pantyhose. We're about to get this show on the road. Episode number 1. Man, it's been a long time coming, but it is finally here. Got some great topics and stuff to get into tonight as well. And we might have a special guest stopping by a little bit later in the show. As a matter of fact, over the next little while, if the popularity of this podcast certainly blooms, then I'm hoping that we'll have people from the community guests, very similar to mixing it up with Newf without the video game in the background. So, yeah, Clement, what's going on, brother? Indie Gamer, hello. Stinking Corpse, what's happening? Good. I got a moderator in here. Not that I don't think I'll need one, probably, but you never can tell. All right. So first of all, let me just I'll just bring up my topics list here for tonight. I got a few things to go over and get through. Hopefully, I'll keep this entertaining. And basically, with the premise of this podcast, obviously it's just me kind of carrying the load here, so it shouldn't be an overly long podcast. I know it's getting late for some of you guys and gals out there, but I want to take your feedback. I want to try to make this a little bit different. I want to try to incorporate your guys into this show, take your great ideas, and try to make this bigger and better as weeks go by. So, certainly open to certain topics you'd like to hear me talk about. That sort of stuff. I got a few ideas for where I want to take this show. So it's going to be a work in progress. So you got to bear with me here. Guys, how's the audio sound and everything is okay here? You guys can hear me okay? Thanks, Clement. That means a lot, bro. I know he's overseas, so greatly appreciate you being here. I know you've been on a lot of my mixer streams and stuff as well. Yeah, it's tough to find a good time that works for everybody. For me, it's hard to do podcasts in the day, considering I work most of the days, all that stuff. So, yeah, but let's get down to it. I'm going to get into some topics. Hopefully, I'll keep this fun, fast, and furious. You know what I mean? I was on Dealer's podcast a little while ago. That sort of thing. So the audio is good. Perfect. I just got to pull up my notes here. Forgot where they were. All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good night. Everybody's probably like hours deep into horse balls deep into Red Dead Redemption. I'm sure everybody's playing it. It's nuts. As a matter of fact, I think like after the first night, I think I had nearly 30 people at one point playing. Yeah, Dealer is a great dude, man. Shout out to Dealer, helping me also promote the show. To my fellow podcasters from the Game Dosage podcast. Primal Eve's up in the chat here. Got Stinking Corpse in here as well. Saltiest Gaming's in the house. What's going on, Salty, my brother? Yes, at a Halloween party. Yes, I haven't been to a party in a long time. Speaking of Halloween, that is going to be one of our topics of the show. Obviously, we're a night away from the big night, All Hallows Eve, and it's always a fun time of the year, if nothing else. So anyway, I'll start off, I guess, with what I've been playing, and then I'm going to ask you guys what you've been playing. I'm pretty sure I can already guess 80% of the guesses, but yes, I have been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I just started The Evil Within 2 today. Not a bad game. A little frustrating at times. Picked it up for like $6 at EB Games, so unbelievable deal. If it's still on, I'm actually going to try to buy an extra copy or two and do them as giveaways, because I think that would be fantastic. Give a chance for people to play that. If I missed anybody in the chat, please let me know, because I want to make sure everybody gets their ample shout outs on this program, because I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your night, your days, or wherever it might be to spend it with me. Yeah, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the game a little bit more in detail shortly, but let's just, I thought, since this is the premiere episode and not everybody knows Newf Nukem, basically, first of all, let's talk about where I got my name, right? Newf Nukem. Well, I'm a Newfoundlander from Newfoundland, Canada. So that's short for, a lot of people call Newfoundlanders Newfies for short. So it just kind of Newf, and I've always been sort of a Duke Nukem fan, so it just had a ring to it, Newf Nukem. And I guess my personality is pretty explosive. Cyber Gunner, Treacherous God, Z Black Rider, Timba Doss. What is happening, people? Michael Monkey Punch Lugo in the chat. Wow, the who's who of the podcast community here tonight, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Shizno, what's happening, brother? You're never late, Shizno. Always on time, whether you're 5 minutes into the show or 5 minutes before it ends, man. I appreciate you being here. So that's kind of where I got the name Nukem. The graphic, if you didn't know already, guys, was designed. I kind of did a concept design of this. And, of course, the amazing J-Dub's graphic god, he took this and went a step above and made the graphics for me. Now, a lot of people don't recognize my graphic. I've never really had a lot of questions. But if you look at my graphic, it's the Newfoundland flag, the flag of my home province. On top of that is obviously the nuclear logo, A button, like press A, for explosions. And one thing most people never realized was that the background is actually ice. If you look closely at my logo, it's ice, which hence the no chills. And that's kind of where that came. So kudos to J-Dubs for hooking me up with that. Phenomenal job. So that's kind of where that graphic comes from. I know most people have like a cartoon, which I'm a pretty good, that's the flag, bro. It's a Newfoundland flag. It's behind the atomic logo. So, you learned a little something new about Newf's logo tonight. Most people didn't put that together, but yeah, I think it's phenomenal. I really like it. Of course, I have a newer one, but this is the one I haven't changed. So it's pretty cool. So obviously getting started in games, guys, goes way back. I'm 42 years old. I've been gaming since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. My very first console, believe it or not, was a Sega Master System. Many of you probably know this already. I was a Master System kid. I kind of got weaned on Sega before Nintendo, but I've had pretty much every system that you can think of known to man. Crazy Greek, dude, what is happening, bro? Who did I miss here? Who did I miss? Guys, if I missed you in the chat, make sure you Cyber Gunter, what's going on, dude? All right. Get better, Primal. We missed you on yesterday's show, so hopefully you get better, girl. Everybody seems to be having like health problems recently, me included. My back's been acting up. Yeah, I started with the Master System, got an NES, so on and so forth. I guess one of my favorite systems was Sega Genesis. I bought so many games for that, and then the evolution kept on. But I'm not just going to go through the whole thing. We got some great topics to get into. I don't want this program to be like super too long. You guys, if you're not sick of me now, you're probably going to be sick of me by the end of the night. Stick figure all the way from Australia. What's going on, brother? Holy man, everybody's here tonight. Where we at here, guys? Is it good or is it not? Did my mic take a shit? Hello? Am I back? Okay. I'm back? Okay, good. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was an internet connection thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm rarely ever speechless. You guys know that. BZ McNasty, what's happening, brother? Treacherous God, one of my oldest Xbox Live friends. We go way back to like the 360 days. Unbelievable. Cool stuff. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Always good to have you guys have my back when it comes to the audio problems and all that stuff. Well, let's get into it a little bit later on the show. We're going to have a segment called Ask Cletus, okay? Hold your questions until we get then. It's going to be an explosive show. Boom, boom, kaboom. Yes, good evening, good afternoon. How you doing? It's Arnold Schwarzenegger here. You never know when the personalities are going to stop by and pump up the volume for Newf Nukem. He's a great guy. Maybe you never know. One of these episodes I hear he's got connections, and he might even have Mikey Bauer here, so stick around. Ah, there's Arnold, man. You never know when Arnold's going to pop in. Treacherous God, yeah, he didn't go by that all along. He was the fluffy guy for the longest time. Thank God he changed it. But did I say ass? No, I don't think I did say ass. But hey, you never know when you're going to get some ass on a Newf Nukem podcast. I put the ass back in podcast. That's for sure. So we did say when we get started. Let's talk about one of, like I said, save your some questions later on. We're going to have a segment called Ask Cletus. And yes, guys, we'll bring out Cletus. Some people hate Cletus, but some people have really grown to love Cletus. You know what I mean? So I'm guessing everybody's playing Red Dead. Who in the chat has not played Red Dead? That's what I want to know. Who has not played it? Primal. Wish we could help you. I'm sure there's lots of lovely guys in this chat who could fix those dilemmas for you. You just have to give them a phone call. Primal Eve, guys, follow this lady. She's fucking awesome. I vouch for her. She has not let me down. Timodos has got Red Dead Redemption. BZ's loving it. Everybody I've talked to so far has been pretty much loving it. But I can understand if somebody didn't like it. If you didn't like the old one, you might not like the new one. I don't know. I mean, it's better in a lot of ways. Stick Figure's downloaded now. We'll see you next week, Stick Figure, when you get that downloaded. I know how you guys in that Australian internet goes. But I wanted to talk about, first of all, I guess, why console sales haven't slowed down. A recent article states that console sales are at an all-time high. Xbox and PlayStation in particular setting records year over year, and the numbers just keep going up. And I'm just kind of curious, because normally at this time in a generation, console sales, they start to die down. But these two consoles are just going at it. They're all having some, Michael Monkey Punch, we need to get you a copy, bro. I wish I had a copy to give away right now. That'd be awesome. Clement says it's game of the generation. It very well damn could be. It is freaking that good. But I think largely in part why console sales, in my opinion, haven't slowed down as much as they traditionally do at this point is because there's a wealth of games. The games and the online community in particular is thriving unlike ever before. I mean, if you look at how many people, we used to think there was a lot of people on the 360 and the PS3 playing games, but trust me, there is nowhere close to the amount of people on that and that generation of consoles as there is playing today. And you look at games like PUBG and Fortnite and Call of Duty, these games that keep stimulating the community environment. It's unbelievable. RG Viper X, what is going on, bro? Sorry, I don't have a copy to give away, but I wish I could do a giveaway. Stay tuned for that, guys. Probably in the next couple of weeks, I will be doing some giveaways. You can mark my word. I don't know what just yet. I want to get some t-shirts done up with some Newf Nukem t-shirts, and I'm hoping to give those away pretty soon. So just stay posted. If the turnouts are good, man, and I keep getting some great crowds, and you guys are already fantastic, I'm going to do some giveaways. You can mark my words. But, you know, Xbox One X is seeing a bit of a resurgence right now, largely in part the Red Dead Redemption 2. PlayStation's obviously selling a ton of that game. So good on them. But, I mean, I think a large part of it has to do with new Aussie accent. No, if I was doing a Scottish accent, it would sound a lot like this in the game. Okay, so I've got my kilt on and I'm ready to do a show here. So sit back and relax. We're going to get a good time going here. That's my terrible Scottish accent. Yeah, I'm not what's his name? Willie from The Simpsons, but hey, I'll try. But yeah, so I think largely that's why the consoles are thriving, because we haven't really seen a cap. The graphics, the games keep getting bigger and better. We're seeing some of the best games we've ever played fairly late into this generation. You know what I mean? And a lot of these games are going to carry over when the next consoles come out, that sort of thing. So I'm pretty excited when they do come out, but that was South African. What the hell? Oh man, who did I miss here, guys? Everybody's up in the chat. You guys are fucking fantastic. You know, yeah. So far, guys, everybody's had a chance to play. Let me toss a question at the chat here. Everybody's had a chance to play most of the big games this year. Where does everybody sit in terms of their game of the year so far? I don't know if you've played it. I mean, what else is there left to come this year besides what, Battlefield 5? What else is there really coming in? Smash Brothers. I mean, come on. Unless you're a diehard Nintendo fan, there's no way Smash Brothers is taking anybody's game of the year, right? I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel about it. And I've got a Switch, but I'm just not keen on that. So BZ says Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead, Forza Horizon 4 out of Spider-Man. Timidos, Tomb Raider, good man. Timidos, I love Tomb Raider. You know, the only thing I have found with Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider was an amazing game. I guess it just felt like it didn't evolve as much. It was a better game in almost every regard than Rise, but I guess it's just that because it was so similar to Rise, in my opinion, in so many ways that that's probably why I didn't pick it as my game of the year. In some ways, there was some disappointments with it. Andy Cologne, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I love you guys for picking Shadow because it is one of my top games of the year. Crazy Greek Dude says Assassin's Creed, Space Cat, God of War, maybe Black Ops 4. That's an interesting one. Never thought I'd hear anybody picking Black Ops for their game of the year. Cyber Gunder's picking Spider-Man. Spider-Man is definitely a solid game. I put it in the conversation, but it wouldn't be mine. So far, Red Dead Redemption 2 has been mine. Shizno, Tomb Raider, and Odyssey. You know, Odyssey's been getting a lot of raves. I've actually been very shocked. I thought that game was going to be discarded, but everywhere I go, I see pictures and people playing it. So kudos to the Ubisoft team and that for really bringing out a banger with that game. I really enjoyed Origins, but I'm probably going to pick up Odyssey when it goes down a little bit cheaper. So, but right now, so yeah, console sales, like I said, I'm just happy for all the companies involved, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft doing extremely well with their sales so far. So good on them. Want to get again? Let's talk about, since I don't want to kill this topic to death because we've been talking about it for days. But your Red Dead Redemption 2 thoughts. Apparently, it's done about $725 million in sales in just 3 days on the market. That is incredible. I think it's some kind of a record. Crazy Greek Dude figures Assassin's Creed is probably going to be like $25 Black Friday. You might be right. Those games tend to drop a little bit early in price. Great Skull Zero, what is happening, sir? Thanks for popping by, checking out the stream. Greatly appreciated. Great cast of people up in here. What would you say if anybody here could sum up Red Dead Redemption? If you could sum it up in one word or even 3 words, what would it be? I mean, what kind of stands out to you? Is it the graphics? Is it the animation? Is it the sound? You know, that sort of thing. For me, it's the immersion. It's how well it captures that time period, or at least I can assume it captures that time period. I mean, the little intricacies of how you react to a horse, the animations in between. It is a prequel. That's right, RGV. Everything, yeah, but immersion is crazy. Yeah, Ubisoft has been putting out some bangers. A lot of people passed up on Ghost Recon Wildlands, and that's one that I'd highly recommend you guys try out. Man, their PvP in that game is absolutely dynamite. Question from Stickfigure in the chat: what game you put the most hours into this year? Oh boy, good question indeed. What did I put the most hours into? Probably Assassin's Creed Origins. And after that, it was probably God of War, I'm thinking. And then I put quite a few hours into Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But I was still trying to finish off Assassin's Creed Origins from last year, and I put I don't know how many into that. Crazy, crazy stuff. The attention to detail, Skull Zero is absolutely right. Rockstars made their money and then some. You're damn right, Spider-Man. Hey, freaking A, what's happening, bro? I love the name, too. Freaking A, you got to be Canadian, are you? You smoking a ganja here, man. You got the little weed blast blowing through. But yeah, $725 million is crazy. But you know what is crazy? Is games keep doing more money than the movie industry, but yet we don't get the same respect, right? I wonder why that is, right? It's like an industry that just doesn't get kudos where it's due. And I'm kind of tired of it, to be honest with you. I think, you know, the game industry needs to evolve somehow, and I don't know how they're going to do it. Maybe it's through esports. I don't know, but $725 million in sales, 3 days. Red Dead Redemption 2 just killing it out there right now. It's going to be a huge game. Can't wait to see what the numbers are like for Christmas and beyond. I suspect this game will be in the top 10 in sales for at least the next 2 to 3 years as everybody buys it, and maybe buys 4 copies of it like they did with Grand Theft Auto 5, because I think everybody and their grandmother had a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 for some reason. Stu Shot, what's happening, bro? What? There's some funny bits of Reddit. Oh, there's so many crazy people in in that game in Red Dead. The stuff that they say to you, like just the random stuff that happens in that game, is what makes that game so cool. The snow effects in the first level too are just absolutely nuts, man. Yeah, you're probably right, RGV, because a lot of people do. When they think about gamers, they think of the nerdy guy with the thick glasses, and the sweaty armpits, sitting in the basement with his trousers down over his balls, scratching his ass, and playing World of Warcraft. Right? That's kind of the typical fucking gamer mantra. You know what I mean? And then you get those guys in other countries that like die playing in fucking internet cafes. You're like, what the fuck, man? Like seriously, right? Like get a life, dude. Like holy shit, man. Jerk off once in a while or something, but take your hands off your keyboard. My God, man, what the hell? I just got to bring up something now. Everybody likes to talk sales. I'm not a big sales guy. I really don't give a shit about numbers and numerics, but I'm going to get into it right now a little bit. And we're going to find out what the hell is happening, guys. Like I say, guys, bear with me with this podcast. It's a bit of a work in progress, as I've mentioned. So I'll get better at it as I go along. But it's always quite difficult. No, I'm like you, man. I really don't care. But I'm going to throw out some numbers anyway. And what can I say? The only thing we really have to go on, because you're always going to hear a lot of different numbers. Sony likes to gloat about theirs, just in case you guys are wondering, and about what's been selling as of October the 13th, guys. As of October the 13th, this is how it stands right now. The Nintendo Switch has sold an estimated 21.2 million. The Xbox One apparently is sitting at 39.2 million. The PlayStation 4 is at 84.4 million. The Nintendo 3DS is about 72.9 million. And the PlayStation Vita, 16.1. Top software sales as of September the 8th in global sales. Spider-Man by far and away killing it at 2,422,000. Next closest, and this is global sales, Dragon Quest XI at 146,000. Madden NFL 80,000. Xbox One 64,000 for Madden NFL. Pro Evo Soccer, I never thought that game would be doing well, but 61,000 for that one. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe comes in at 60,000 for the Nintendo Switch. Destiny 2 Forsaken at 59,000. Super Mario Odyssey 41,000. Grand Theft Auto 5 on number 9 on the charts at 41,000 here and at 4. And God of War wraps up number 10. So no Forza Horizon in that particular chart anyway, but that's again, those numbers are pretty loose. I'm sure they're probably loose like your mom's vagina at this point, but so take it with a grain of salt. That sort of thing. Again, it's just numbers, man. Just numbers indeed. Yes, I am a handler. Remember, guys, I was a radio show host, if you guys didn't know, so I am used to talking about myself. I'm used to just, breathing out my asshole and exhaling here. So that's how it goes. Like I said, don't wrap yourself up in numbers too much. At the end of the day, man, it doesn't mean nothing. I think it's time for me to get a new microphone. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Hello, hello. All right, guys. I do apologize. I don't know if it's a mic issue, maybe it's a cord, or maybe it's the internet. I can never really tell, but I do apologize for that. Bear with me. As I said, this podcast is going to be a work in progress, just like me, man. My wife tells me every day I need a makeover. But let's keep rolling this along. We just got through some numbers. Games with Gold for the month, guys, was quite interesting and is getting a lot of people excited so far. If you haven't heard so far, it looks like Battlefield 1. If you didn't get a copy of that, maybe you're the only 3 guys on the planet. You're going to have a chance to download that one. Battlefield 1, take a trip back to World War I. That's coming out at the start of the month. as well as the original Assassin's Creed. Now, the cool thing with this one, if you have an Xbox One X, you can play the original Assassin's Creed in fucking native 4K, which is really cool. Apparently, this game takes on a new life of its own when you re-download it and play it on the X, so that's really cool. Then later on in the month, throughout the mid of November, we get this indie title called Into the Sun, which I never even freaking heard of. But I'm definitely probably going to check it out. It actually might be cool. I have no freaking idea. And here's one that should get your testicles up in your ass. Right. I do have a short somewhere, a short dick. We know that, but that's besides the point. Damn it! I have no idea what's going on. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Am I there? I'm still here. Am I back? Can you hear me? It's good now. Good now, everybody. Holy shit! What is going on here? My own podcast is trying to sabotage me, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? Man, oh man. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a new microphone, guys. Maybe I should start a Patreon so somebody can donate to me too, right? So I can actually buy a damn microphone. It's like a friggin' ancient one that the wife had here. I've been using it forever. I mean, it sounded okay, but I think I do have a cord issue. Probably because it's been snarled up in the chair so many fucking times. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how it goes, man. Sorry, guys. I do apologize for that, but looks like, yeah, I don't want to touch anything. I don't even want to touch myself right now, and I'm used to doing that. Damn, speaking of touching myself, it's a good thing I wasn't doing that today because I was doing a stream of, what do you call it? The Evil Within 2 today. I forgot that I had the freaking camera on. That was hilarious. When everybody found out Spider-Man, everybody are watching me, right? And then I was like, they were like talking about this giant bear because my wife has a giant bear in the living room, and they were like, "Hey, that bear is really cute." And I'm like, "How the fuck do you know there's a giant bear in here?" I do have a Plantronics. What do you call it? The 400, the rig. I guess that kind of works with. I guess that should work with the computer, but I haven't even tried it yet. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious today, Indy, man. That was cool. Anyway, where the hell? Where was I? Where was I at? Yeah, we were talking about games with gold, man. So how many of you guys, I want to talk about Dante's Inferno here. How many of you guys played Dante's Inferno? Was it any good? Because I actually think I only played a couple of minutes of it, but I heard it was really good. I definitely want to download it. But yeah, I heard you talking about this one a while back, Jago. Got some pretty cool shit in that one as well. So Definitely going to have to go give that a try. Yeah, get the Rig 800s, man. Those are awesome. Yeah, I hear you, stick figure, man. And probably some jizz crumbs stuck in the fucking headset here somewhere, man. I have to clean that shit out, man. Just like people in their damn jizz crumbs on their damn Xbox controller. You just see that white ring goes around. It looks like a fucking cock ring on their damn joysticks. It's like, damn, man, clean your hands, dude. Clean your hands. I don't want to see like white jizzy crumbs all over your controllers. Damn it, you're going to show off your Xbox One X and your controller looks like it's been swimming up your mother's uterus for a week? Come on, take that shit out. All right. Oh, man. Anyway, I know, man. Primal Eve gets everybody soaked. Miss Snail Trail herself is in the chat. She's sick and everything tonight, but she's still leaving a trail right across this chat room up in here. What's happening? Yeah, it's a good thing I wasn't caught nude while I was streaming, dude. Born Distracted, what's happening, man? Thanks for stopping by and checking this shit out. But anyway, it's a good list of games at Gold. I don't think I have to explain it anymore. You should have at least played 2, if not 3 of that 4 by now. So make sure you download them if you get a chance. Microsoft, I've noticed they've been testing out various phone controllers, I guess, as a part of an xCloud. So we might actually get some variation of a Microsoft portable after all. Maybe not a dedicated portable like a PS Vita, but it might be, you know, probably through the xCloud, and we can download some Xbox games onto our phone, your tablet, and all that stuff. So, yeah, Dante's Inferno is very similar, BZ, to the old God of War games. The character's really cool. It's got some pretty badass weapons. The game is very rated R, that sort of shit, so that's really cool. Definitely go check it out. I'm definitely going to download it. Just try to find time to play it. I mean, guys, I want to know from you guys in the chat here, how many games would you say on average you've got on your backlog right now? Is there anybody here that has less than 10? I want to know, because you've been playing too many games, or you haven't been buying many games if you got less than 6. If you got less than 6 games in your backlog right now, I'm fucking jealous, because you got a hell of a lot more time than I have. I can't even find time to fucking pinch a loaf half the time. About 20, yeah, I'm definitely well over that. Stu Shot, maybe 300 plus for Primal. Holy shit, 434, over 10, more than 10. Yeah, that's what I figured. And we complained that we got no bloody games, right? 40 for Black Rider, over 200 for Spider-Man, 150 for Timidos. Holy shit, people. Holy shit. My God, that's a lot of games. Oh, man. So you might as well put your love life on hold, because you ain't going to finish those games, or you're never going to finish an orgasm. One of the two. You got to pick these days, man. You got to pick. You got to pick and choose. Just like your nose. You can't choose your friends, but you can't pick your nose. Something like that. I don't know what the hell. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling on here. Let's get back to it. It's like I said, anybody excited about the xCloud at all? Anybody excited to stream the games? Maybe take some Xbox games portable? That sort of stuff. Cedric H, what's happening? Did I miss anybody in the chat tonight? Am I keeping up with everybody here? Yeah, if you complained about no games, I don't know what system you're playing, man. You must be still waiting for a new one to come out on the Game Boy or something. You'll take a game over fake orgasm any day. I bet you would, Primal. I bet you would. If fake orgasm gets you nowhere, but a game, well, yeah, that always gets you at least one rousing moment, right? Depends on the game, obviously. I played some games that, yeah, I think I'd rather stick a butt plug up my ass with fucking nails than play some games. But that's a topic for another date. Game Orgasm. Sounds like it would be a good game in VR, doesn't it? Game Orgasm. Give them the dream, daddy, says RGV. I want to go. Let's go into retro. I know a lot of you guys here, guys and gals in the chat. What do we got? One girl in here tonight. What is this? This is like a bukkake podcast in here. Everybody's like going to gang up on Snail Trail here. What the hell? Like we got to get some girls up in here. Come on, you ought to bring your girlfriends out here. Get some titties rolling up in this chat. But anyway, we got a lot of older gamers. I know that. And everybody here, who's the youngest in this game? Is anybody here under 20 in the chat? I like to know. Anybody under 20? Or is everybody pretty much like old and dusty like me over here? You know what I mean? Like when I fart, it looks like a fucking baby powder jug exploded. You know what I mean? See, Spider-Man's old like me too, old and crusty, right? Yeah, I'm 42. Stinger Core 43. BZ 35. Spider-Man just says he's old. No explanations. Hey, 1978 guy in the chat. RGV under 30. Okay, so Crazy's a little bit younger. 36, 38. Clement, Timodos. Oh, Timodos is 23. Look at that fucking virgin go. Z Black Rider, he's under 20, has to leave. Anybody under 20 has to leave. That's funny as hell. Oh, Black Rider 52. Holy fuck, you're like Lethal Papa, man. We're fucking you're like half mummified now. You're even older than me. Primal 69 all the time. Demon Hunter 29. What's going on? Shizno 4. Holy shit, there is a lot of, like, man, we make up a demographic here, don't we? Siberia says 6, probably 6 inches long, Siberia, but that. Clement is 31. That's a nice age to be, man. I wish I could be 31 again. Michael Lugo 41, 30 for Primal. Primal's like a young chick up in here. I think she's surrounded by guys tonight. She's like over there in her glory. Siberia just had a birthday. Yeah, Siberia had a birthday back in July with me, didn't you, bastard? We're all a bunch of fucking old people in this chat. I am so off topic tonight, but that's how this podcast is going to go, guys. This podcast is going to be wild and wacky. You never know what the fuck we're going to be talking about. But I'm trying to keep you guys entertained, and it's not easy when you're running a one-man show. You know what I mean? There's only so many times you can piss in a hole before that snow evaporates. But I want to go retro flashback right now. And Lethal Papa is in the chat. Look at that shit. Lethal Papa is here. What's up, Papa? Stick Fig at 38. Stick is still young. Look at that. He's still under 40. Cyber Gunter. I want to go talk about retro flashbacks, guys. And one of my favorite retro flashbacks is not because it was the best game in the world. It was a game that really stood out to me at its time. And we're going to go back to 1989. At least that's when I bought it. And that was at the launch of the Sega Genesis. And guys, I don't know if you guys can tell me which game launched with the Sega Genesis in 1989. And I guess it could have been different in different territories. But in 1989, in North America, it launched with one really cool game that started with Rise from Your Grave. You guys know what that one is? Everybody? Come on, who's going to be the first guy to pop that answer in the chat? Who knows this shit? Who knows this shit? Spider-Man says you don't know. I think he knows. Clement gets it. Clement, wish I had a prize for you, Clement, but no prize tonight, man. I'll give you a balloon. Yeah, it was Altered Beast. Ghouls and Ghosts was a fucking fantastic game on the Genesis, dude. Oh, man. Altered Beast. Altered Beast was so friggin' cool back in the day. I know it was short. Wasn't overly hard per se, but it was a cool game. Once you kind of got like the timing down, it was pretty straightforward. Walk left, walk right, punch, kick, use your special, whatever, that sort of shit. But that was a really cool game to me. Like, that was when, you know, the games really started to take off, when they started to look next gen at the time, you know, compared to anything on the NES at the time. Altered Beast was like, oh my God, you know what I mean? And that the audio and that cool music, dun, 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 it was just iconic, you know. That's how you know when a game really sticks out to you, and it's iconic when it sticks in your head, and you can remember the songs and you can remember the levels, and the game feels almost as fresh to you today as it did 20 years ago. You know what I mean? I like Nintendo too, dude. I mean, Super Mario World was fucking beast. Super Ghouls and Ghosts on Nintendo was awesome. But yeah, the Altered Beast is a really cool game to me, and one of the things that, you know, just stood out to me again was the graphics and how each level was so different. Of course, you turned into a different beast, you know what I mean? And I thought that was pretty cool. I like that transformation effect in games was really cool back in the day too, right? Going from like the scrawny guy to the muscle bound dude, and all of a sudden you're turning into a bear or like the wolf or whatever. What was everybody's favorite character from Altered Beast? Were you the dragon? Were you the bear? Were you the wolf? I want to know. What was your favorite? I think I like the bear when I turn into the bear, because that's kind of what I'm like, you know? Bare ass, bare naked, barely there half the time. That's me. You know what I mean? It sucks when you forget. I forget a lot of games. I forget. I play games sometimes and go, I don't think I've played this before. And then all of a sudden you get, get to part way through a game, you go, oh yeah, I think I remember this now. Michael Jackson Moonwalker, dude. RGV, that was so cool, man. The fucking sound effects in that game with the music and shit was dynamite. Love that game. That was actually really cool, flicking your hat and stuff, that sort of thing. The dragon was pretty cool, Jago, because you could fly. They had that electricity coming out. Contra and Double Dragon, those are cool games. Contra was hard as fuck at certain points in time. But that's my flashback for tonight. Just wanted to go with Altered Beast because that was the first game I played on Genesis, and that game to me just stood out, you know what I mean? And it still sort of stands the test of time. You go back now, and sure, Altered Beast is not as cool as it was when you were a kid and you played it for the first time. But I mean, it was really a defining moment and of gaming coming of age, so to speak. So now, guys, guess what that, we have a special guest here as we hit almost like the 40-minute mark of tonight's show. And this is a segment I'm going to have each and every week. It is time to ask Cletus. So if you guys have a question, pop it in the chat right now. You can ask Cletus anything. It can be a game-related question. It can be anything you want it to be. But Cletus is standing by here right now, and he's ready to answer your questions. Cletus, what's happening, man?
Well, hey, fiddly diddly, guys. It's Cletus here. I hope you missed me. It's about fucking time the Newcomb here decided to give me some time in the spotlight, because I've been waiting forever. I've had little dibbles and dabbles on Crap's podcast. I've had little dibbles and dabbles on that podcast, but I never really got like time in the limelight, and I'm ready to go. I'm fucking ready to roll here, guys. So get them questions and pop them up in the chat here, and I'll certainly answer them as best I can. Okay, so let's have at her. What you got for Cletus?
There you go, guys. Cletus is here. Start popping some questions, man. It can be anything. You know, Cletus will answer to the best of his knowledge, which usually means he's going to use all about 5 brain cells, which I think is about as much as you got in this set. What difficulty does Cletus play games in, and why? That is crazy, Greek dude.
Well, that's a very good question. You know what? It fluctuates from time to time, crazy Greek dude. It depends on what I'm playing. But most of the time, you know what? The best part is to play the game on hard. Because then when you're getting your fucking ass kicked, you ain't got no excuses. You're going to say, this game is hard as fuck, and I ain't finished it. And when you're running low on time and you're trying to get a minute up with the missus, well, then sometimes you just play it on hard. You get your ass kicked for about an hour, and then you come back, and you can't do it no more. Well, then fuck it. Then, you know, so I play it on hard. Then I got no excuses. I don't have to sit around there and say that. Why didn't I not beat that game? What's the next question we got here?
How good of a kisser is your sister, Cletus? That one comes from Siberia.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. When she takes out them fucking dentures, man, she could suck a golf ball through a leaf blower. Holy shit, that girl, I'm telling you. Sister, cousin, don't matter how close to skin, the better the kin. Something like that, better the kin, closer to skin. I don't know what the hell. RGVP, Cletus, what is your favorite poon pie? I just like anything with a crack and it's hairy and warm, man. You just bring it on. That's what I like.
Primal says, do you like it with your dentures in or out?
Fuck, it gotta be with the dentures out. You take the dentures out. You can use your teeth for multiple things. You can use your teeth for a cookie cutter. You can crimp your fucking t-shirts, but yeah, I like with the dentures out because, man, it gives you that more suction when you're going down the holes, you know what I'm saying? So keep the dentures out.
What other questions you got here? What's Cletus' favorite farm animal and why? That's a good question, Jago.
Well, my favorite fucking farm animal's got to be pigs. I love pigs because they're fat, they're round, they pink, so they reminds me of a pussy, and they're nice and warm. Sometimes they're dirty, sometimes they snort, just like the women I often date, but that's the kind of, yeah, like the pigs, man, you know, and you know what, when the pig is all done too, you can chop that son bitch up, and you can eat bacon out of that son bitch, okay?
Great Skull Zero, Cletus, what do you think of animal husbandry?
Well, I ain't got that quite far yet because the fucking the marriage license is really expensive where I'm from, so I haven't had a chance to marry an animal yet. I don't know if I'm going to, but hell, I don't know. After watching Red Dead Redemption 2, I think I might have to hook up with a horse, but I better be a female horse because my ass is a bit too tight for a fucking horse cock. You know what I'm saying?
Alrighty. Born Distracted says, do you find Newf attractive?
Now, Newf's an ugly motherfucker. Newf is, he's got more rolls than a fucking bakery. I don't like Newf Nukem. Now, Newf's a cool dude and all. He's funny and weird, but no, I don't really like Newf Nukem. I prefer the ladies a little bit better.
I'll take a couple more here, guys. Great Skull Zero, what's the most offensive thing you've ever said? That's a good one. Please.
Honest to God, man, I couldn't tell you right now because I've said so many offensive things. I'm surprised I'm not locked away forever, but I don't know.
Cletus ever had a threesome from Stick Figure?
Well, absolutely. I've had threesomes. I've had foursomes. I've had fivesomes. I've been with more things. Look, like one time I got so drunk I made love to I made love in the laundromat. I think I put a jizz load in every one of them fucking spinners in there. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter, man. If it vibrates, then I hibernate. That's what we do.
Siberia says, what was your first game?
Oh, that's a very first. That's a good one. I think I might actually go back with probably Pong. I didn't like that Pong. That game was fun.
All right, guys. I'm going to leave that out there. I'm going to try to start limiting the questions for Cletus. You guys will have to hang on to some good ones. Yeah, he'll come back with more. Cletus, you can go take a break, man. Sit down and have a drop of moonshine. We'll get back to you again next week. Save those questions, guys. Does a threesome count if it's your mom, sister, and all in one? Oh, man. Again, hold those questions, guys. Cletus is done for a little while right now. He's kind of riled up, you know, and when he starts getting horny, we don't know what he's going to stick anything into. So, holy shit. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that segment. It'll only get better, I promise you. All right, let's get down to some more topics as we're getting close to closing out the show here already. This is a great one. Like I said, we're one day away from Halloween, everybody. First of all, I want to know, is anybody dressing up as anything? And if so, what? Because I have no plans for this year's Halloween. I might dress up as something. I don't know. Honestly, if I had a really good green pair of pants and some round glasses, I was thinking of Peter Griffin, because I kind of look like Peter Griffin, according to my wife anyway, and I kind of do the laugh a little bit. He's going to work naked. What are you going to be, like a streaker at work there, RGV? I guess it's Viper. Is it RG Viper? Sorry, man. RG Viper, going as a streaker. Anybody dress up as anything cool? If you're not dressing up this year, but what maybe is the coolest costume you've ever dressed up as? What was your most memorable Halloween costume? Honestly, I didn't have a lot of good ones. I was a ninja so many fucking times when I was a kid. It was crazy. I was like Sub-Zero before it was actually cool. Pardon the pun. You know what I mean? Jago's dressing up as a hardworking guy. Yeah, Jago, you got that one down pat, brother. Shizno's just giving it candy, scaring whatever children come by. Oh, you're one of those house sitters. You're just going to scare the kids. Pound puppies as a child. Pound puppies. I remember those, man. Holy shit, now we're getting old. We're bringing up pound puppies. Next thing is Cabbage Patch Kids. Wonder if anyone ever dressed up as a Cabbage Patch Kid. Let me tell you, the coolest costume I saw recently, I don't know if you've seen this on the internet, it's been on Twitter, is this little girl. She's got this dress on, and her head is in this bowl, and it looks like there's a kid without a head carrying a head, and it looks fucking cool. And when you rise up the top of the neck, there's like candy in it. I guess you got to see it to see what I'm talking about, but it's so cool. Ashtray Gaming, what is happening, dude? Welcome to the podcast. You're never late to masturbate, dude. So welcome to the Vibration podcast here. No, it's not the Vibration. I think who does the Vibration podcast? Is that what's his name there? Livewires. Good stuff, man. Dominatrix back in high school. Look at Primal Leave, man. She takes it way back. Hungry Hippo. That's a good one. Have like the little. You should have a little go up as a Hungry Hippo and put a little switch on your back, and your mouth opens and the shit just flies in and out. Sounds like a porno star. Yeah, you saw that corpse? Yeah, it was really cool. I thought that kid was creepy as fuck, man. It was really cool. Aladdin in kindergarten, that's a pretty good one. Everyone called you a boo. That's hilarious, Crazy Greek, dude. It's hilarious, man. So yeah, Halloween costumes. There we go. We heard some good ones here already. How about your favorite horror movie? Everybody got a favorite horror movie? Anything that sticks out to them? Now, I'm going to tell you mine, and then I'll read off some of yours in the chat. But my favorite horror movie, I'm going to say of all time, because it really stood out to me when I was a kid. You know, obviously, when you're a kid, movies are a little bit scarier to you back then. But I'm going to say the original Nightmare on Elm Street it was a classic. To me, it still is a classic. I love the original. The sequels got a little bit goofy, as do a lot of sequels. They kind of take it in areas that they probably shouldn't go. But yeah, I like the original Nightmare on Elm Street. I think The Ring was also a really cool movie that I liked. And I'm with you too, RG Viper. I really don't find a lot of horror movies scary at all. I mean, honestly, PSVR horror games are way scarier than movies. Trust me. And It. I like the latest rendition of It. I like the TV series It as well, but the 2017 version was really cool. I wouldn't call it scary, but it was definitely creepy, and it was just well done. Yeah, Siberia's with me in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Cyber Gudris is a Walmart employee. Yeah, there's some weirdos in there, let me tell you. Serial killer in the wings. Just saw The Void. I want to see that new one. What's it called? Overlord. That fucking shit looks awesome, dude. Born Distracted, Jason versus Freddy. Jago the Shining. That was a cool movie. Yeah. Elm Street's a classic. The Ring was great. I like that one. I mean, the other Rings weren't so good. Exorcist movies were freaking cool. Yeah, they scared the shit. That was so cool back in the day when her head spin around and the vomit's coming out. Linda Blair, man. Apparently, there's cool stories on her. Like that movie, like kind of like scarred her a little bit for life. I mean, she was only a kid when she acted in that shit. Alien was good. The first two Alien movies were epic. The first one and the second one. After that, they just kind of went a little bit weird. Gremlins and Child's Play. Yeah, they probably would freak you out as a kid. They're kind of funny now if you go and watch them, right? Best horror of all time is Cletus meets Primal. Oh my God. That would be scary. Red Rum. I don't know what that is. Poltergeist 2. Absolutely. There's been a lot of good ones. Hellraiser. I have a costume with a clicker here in my closet. How about your favorite Halloween candy? Does anybody have a favorite? Like as a kid or even now that you can't resist? Because I'll tell you mine. Mine was those gumdrop nougats. You know those bars? They were like white, chewy, and they had like gumdrops. I don't know if any of you guys ever had them, but I used to love the gumdrop nougats. And it used to piss me off when I go to some old lady's house and she like dump like fucking apples and shit. I know that was like the cool thing, but gobstoppers are good. Viper says Smarties. And we else got anything cool that they liked either today or way back when you were a kid? Come on, everybody had their favorite candy, right? Everybody, you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe I got a whole wad of these in my bag. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Heat up some licorice, stick it in your ass. See how you like that. Not a true story. Mars Bar says Spider-Man. Buttercups. Used to get wagon wheels. Wagon wheels are pretty cool. I think they taste different now. They seem like they taste different than they did when I was a kid. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, we had some old ladies. Always that one or two in my fucking community, man, to always give out like fucking shit. You wanted to just people would egg their houses sometimes. Reese's peanut butter cups are always good. Oh, Henry bars aren't bad either with the nougat shit in the middle, like the stuff. Best year I ever did. One time I did. I live in a small community right from Newfoundland, so we did two communities one night, me and my best friend, and we actually, I shit you not, a lot of people brag when their kid gets like a bucket full right now. You know, one of those little Halloween buckets. Like, oh man, I got the whole thing full. Me and my buddy, I shit you not, we had 2 entire garbage bags full of fucking candy. I literally had candy for weeks. It was crazy. I love nerds, dude. Now, not the kind that wear glasses and watch porno on the computer, but yeah, the candy nerds are great. Mars Bar says stick figure. Chocolate always works. You can't really go wrong with chocolate. Never did make me horny. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Some people say chocolate makes them horny. It's an aphrodisiac, but I don't know about that. Yeah, and I kind of already got to my favorite. Pop Rocks are great. Did anyone ever try eating Pop Rocks and then having pop at the same time? I always wonder that because I was always afraid I was going to blow up. You know, I was gonna drink like a can of Pepsi, have some Pop Rocks, and basically my ass would fucking blow off. You know what I mean? Like you kind of see what that shit does when it's shook up, right? It's kind of what would it do to your belly on the inside? Like that should be like popping around or what? Hey, you are a sexy nerd, Primal, that wears glasses and watches porn. I'd watch it with you if I could. Chocolate on your wang. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, what was it? Let the old dog come in and lick it off, eh? Pop Rocks a kid with soda. Well, Jago's still here, so he's living proof that that it didn't kill him. It might have killed a couple brain cells on Jago, but it didn't kill him. Sexy nerd. Well, yeah, guys, I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for sharing and being interactive in the chat. Warhead says Cedric. Great. Yeah, everybody's got some really good candies up in here. At least nobody picked anything gross. There's always a couple of gross candies out there too. We used to have traditional one. It was like molasses. They call them what the original Halloween candies. They were like a little come in a wrapper. Those I used to eat them, but at the same time they're like kind of gross and kind of good. I don't know. Yeah, it is a bit of a XXX rated podcast. You never know what you're going to get. Half of my podcasts are probably going to get me banned, but hey, fuck it. It is what it is. We're going live. We're doing this live, as our good friend would say. What the hell? Why does people's names elude me tonight? Because I'm getting tired. Doing it live. Who says that? Doing it live. Who's that? From the community. I can't remember who the fuck it is. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls are good. Candy corn. Yeah, I like candy. Some people think those are gross. Skittles are dynamite. I love Skittles. Man, they were hard to get when I was a kid, but they're like easy to get now. So that's cool. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for tonight. Kind of ran through the topics that I had, et cetera, et cetera. I've had a hell of a lot. K-Mega. Yes, I don't know why that name was eluding me. K-Mega, thank you so much there, guys. Appreciate that. K-Mega's a good dude, guys. Go follow him if you're not already. Hopefully I'll get that dude on my show at some point in time. But yeah, this is great, man. I've been in what? almost an hour, and haven't had a thumbs down yet. That's kind of amazing. So no trolls here tonight. That's fantastic. I'm sure they will come in time. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate a good show. I'm hoping to make them better. I welcome your ideas, your questions, all that good stuff. I want to make you guys Zots. Yeah, I know that one. I don't think I've ever had that one though, Papa. Yeah, live at the 405. It does go quick, man. It does go quick. Can last all night with me. Yeah. Whoo, man. I like where that's going. But anyway, guys, it's been fantastic. I've had an absolute blast hanging out with you all. You've been fucking fantastic. I hope to see this chat more often and keep it going. Trying to keep up with you all. It's tough, but I think I did an okay job, I think. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday. And like I said, if you got some great ideas, if you have specific questions, if you have maybe a great gaming topic that you'd like to hear my take on, I know there's lots of popular YouTubers out there who you hear multiple times a week. You don't get to hear me that much anymore. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, Daz would have been great if he was here. Oh my God. The last time when Daz joined us on, should go back and watch that, by the way. If you've never seen that episode, it goes back, what, 3-4 weeks ago? Probably about 4 weeks when Daz was on, the Game Dosage podcast with Primal. Oh my God, that show went off the rails like you wouldn't believe, but it was fun. It was fun as fuck. Anyway, guys, thanks, Black Rider, everybody. Yeah, man, maybe I'll get a Showstopper on here someday. There's a lot of great, and that's another thing. If you have a great podcaster who you'd like to see one-on-one with me to come in here and shoot the shit, that would be great. Not everybody wants to go one-on-one with Newf. I don't mean like an argumentative, but to do a podcast with me because they're afraid maybe I'll ruin their reputation or something. Maybe I'll get them banned. I don't know. But yeah, you guys are fantastic, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to have to get a new mic soon. Keep your eyes open. I'm going to be doing some more. I'm going to be adding a lot more to this show as we go along. Going to be doing some giveaways as well. Got some ideas indeed. But again, you guys are growing with me on this podcast, and it's going to just evolve and hopefully keep on getting better. And of course, you know, topics, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. Kind of depends. We all know how that goes, right? Some weeks you got some bangers, and other weeks you got some clangers. So to anybody that's new who's never watched a podcast, let me ask that question today. Is there anybody new here in the chat? Is there anyone watching this for the first time who's never seen a Newf Nukem podcast or heard me in a podcast? Anybody? I don't think so. But I would love to know if there is anybody new, because I know a lot of you guys play games with many of you, and you're fucking fantastic, by the way. Cyber, thank you for that, man. You've been an awesome dude in the community since I met you a couple of months back, and got to hook up and play some more games with you guys. We got to get don't forget, we got to get some more community game nights going, maybe on Fridays or Saturdays or something like that. We got to play some Titanfall, all that good stuff, dudes. Spider-Man has watched almost every stream I think I've ever done. It's fantastic. That guy definitely, if I'm going to ever do a giveaway without a draw, he needs to be the man. Absolutely, Jago. Well, this podcast is not always going to be about games. It's not going to be the whole thing about games. It's going to be, could be anything. Could be life topics, a little bit of everything. First time listener, buddy. Like, yeah, first time in this one, Cyber. You've heard me a billion times. Awesome, guys. Anyway, I'm taking up your time. I appreciate you being here. I know it's valuable. As I said, time you can't get back. You can always make more money, but time you can never get more of. I've said that before. I'll say it again. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you next week. Keep those questions on lock. We'll bring Cletus back again next week for sure. And, I'm not playing with the bear, dude. Maybe the wife is. She's getting some bare ass right now. No, I won't be talking politics or religion. I stay clear of that shit, okay? I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Somebody else can do that shit. I'm not starting shit, man. I'm just here to have fun and bring a little different perspective. That's about it. But anyway, guys, again, I can't thank you enough, and I will see you all next week. Have a great night. Boom, boom, kaboom. Out of the room. See you later. Keep those explosives lit.